Patient talk.
Okay, so first of all, can you guys just introduce yourself, please?
I'm Lorraine Dallas. I'm the Director of Information Support and Prevention with Roycastle Lung Cancer Foundation.
Hello, I'm Kay Murgatroyd and I'm a lung cancer sufferer.
All right, so first of all, Kay, can you tell us a bit about your story and how old you were when you got diagnosed?
I was 17 years old when I got diagnosed in May 2016. I experienced a cough for over 3 weeks and breathlessness as side effects. And I went to the doctor to get a routine checkup, and they told me my lung had collapsed. And I had a chest drain to drain the fluid off, and they found cancerous cells in the fluid.
And then how long do you still obviously have lung cancer?
Well, I've had 17 rounds of chemotherapy, and now I'm on a tablet form of chemotherapy that just targets the cancer itself. Whereas before it killed my good cells and my bad cells, whereas now it just targets the bad ones. So I don't get hardly any side effects. But yeah, I've still got it. Yeah.
And you've never smoked before?
No, I've never smoked.
Now, Lorraine, why do you think the rate of smoking is going down but lung cancer rates are going up?
Well, lung cancer is a complex disease, and we also know that in terms of risk, smoking is one of the biggest single risk factors, but it's not the only one. And in terms of diagnosis, Kay, fortunately, is one of a very small group of young people who are diagnosed with lung cancer. But for many people who have lung cancer developing as a consequence of smoking, that might not happen until their 50s, 60s or 70s. So it takes a lifetime to reduce the smoking risk of lung cancer.
Now, is the constant propaganda about smoking and lung cancer really credible, and has this not created the problem? Or created the problem, sorry.
We've got a complicated situation here. Smoking is a major health hazard, both for lung cancer, many other cancers, and many other health conditions such as heart disease. So for the general population, we want to make them aware that tobacco is not a safe product to use. And if they want to maximise their health going through life, then avoiding tobacco is a positive step. However, when you have a lung cancer diagnosis, you deserve no less sympathy than anyone else with cancer. It's a devastating disease. It's far too often diagnosed later. And one of the reasons for that is because people aren't aware of the signs and symptoms, perhaps aren't aware of the risk as a non-smoker or ex-smoker. And what we want to highlight is that awareness, early detection are really important. This is the start of Lung Cancer Awareness Month. Many thousands of people, 46,500 people in the UK are diagnosed with lung cancer each year. It's something we must be aware of and we must respond sympathetically to.
Now, you mentioned about the signs and symptoms of lung cancer and people not obviously knowing what they are. Can you tell us about what some of them are?
Yes. So again, signs and symptoms to be aware of, particularly if you're a smoker or ex-smoker, are a persistent cough that doesn't go away after 3 weeks, changes in feeling of breathlessness, unexpected and unexplained weight loss, any signs of coughing up blood, and sometimes some shoulder or neck pain can indicate problems. Now, for the vast majority of people, these symptoms will not indicate lung cancer, but getting it checked out, finding out what's going on is really important. And if you go to your GP, you will be treated with sympathy and respect, and those symptoms will be investigated.
Now, what are the different types of lung cancer?
The majority of people in the UK are diagnosed with what's called non-small cell lung cancer, and then there's another form which affects about 10 to 15% of people called small cell lung cancer. But one of the positive things that's happening in lung cancer now is with more research, which sadly has traditionally been underfunded, we're finding out more about the subtypes and the genetic mutations which might enable us to target, as in Kay's case, and really effectively treat her form of, again, a relatively unusual, about 5% of the population, ALK-positive lung cancer.
Now, Kay mentioned some of the treatment that she's gotten. What kind of other treatment options are available out there and kind of how successful are they?
We know that if we get people with the earliest stage of lung cancer, we can offer very effective surgical treatment or curative radiotherapy. And in that early stage, we can offer a treatment that can achieve 70+% survival for people. And as I say, there are also a whole range of new novel treatments developing, both targeting particular genetic mutations, encouraging the immune system to recognise lung cancer and respond to it. So treatment has improved vastly. People don't need to view lung cancer as a death sentence. It's a treatable cancer. We need to get it early. We need people to take action early. And we need people who have lung cancer to have the support and sympathy of the general population to feel that they can live well, they can hold their heads high if they have lung cancer.
So why do you think the NHS is so poor on the cancer outcomes?
Well, in the UK, we have a basic problem, which is the vast majority of people who are diagnosed with lung cancer are diagnosed with advanced disease. And that's because there isn't the awareness of signs and symptoms. We don't yet have an effective screening tool for lung cancer in the UK, although there are many very interesting trials going on in the UK just now. And also we're still developing our early diagnosis. So we can improve lung cancer outcomes, and we will do that by getting people to be aware of lung cancer and to take action early.
And then finally, can you just tell us if we want to learn about the symptoms, just kind of the treatment options available, where we can go for some more information?
There is a lot of good quality information on signs and symptoms of lung cancer awareness, and anyone who wants to support our Head High campaign can go to www.roycastle.org.
Perfect. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank
No
you.
problem at all.
Cheers.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.